where you live, or are you traveling, or?
I'm, right now, I'm sort of a nomad in many ways. I moved in July to California, and in the process of relocating and finding my landing spot there. I've been all up and down the coast, and I am finding that after doing all that traveling up and down the coast, I'm much more suited for the southern areas of California. So, yeah. But I'm here for a number of reasons. I've got a lot of business to finish up. I'm house sitting right now for a friend for an aged dog that she and I have been friends forever. So he's a special dog, and it gives her great comfort to know that I can handle things if something should go wrong. Yeah, so I'm doing that. My dad's not well, so I've been back and forth seeing him in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Just a variety of work side of things, some business side of things as well. I've got 2 products that I've got to, kind of touch base with, and the markets that they're in, update inventory, stuff like that. Just this is basically been my home for many years, so it's just a lot of still moving pieces going on here.
So you're in transition.
I am, yeah.
Yeah. I am too, actually.
Oh.
But mine is just starting.
Well, tell me about that.
Well, I'm not certain how this is all going to fall out yet, but I've been living in my home for 20 years, and right now my husband of about 22 years or so is telling me that he is not enamored with the work that I am doing right now, and so he's really never can see himself being completely on board. So now we're having negotiations about how to separate.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I've got a friend who was listening to a podcast that I was on, and she said it was just part of what I said just really inspired her with her husband. Her practices of her wellness and health were kind of in a lot of ways parallel to what you just said with her husband. And she told her husband, listen, this is very important to me. This is my life as well, and I'm not going to, devalue my life to compromise my health and wellness because it doesn't agree with you in some way. So she kind of told him that, and he now is just saying, well, in that case, because she was ready to do just that very thing, go into a separation. And he said, well, wait a minute, let's think about this. So in her case, that tension actually made him realize how valuable she is to his life. And so he wasn't willing to go that far. But boy, is it a test, isn't it? Really? Wow. Okay.
So we'll see, but so I'm looking at that's what's happening right now. But anyway.
Yeah, that's well, life is like that, isn't it, Valerie?
From time to time, right? Like what Mark Twain said. What did he say? That history doesn't repeat itself, but from time to time it rhymes.
From time to time it does what?
It rhymes.
Rhymes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too. It's really very nice. I like that a lot. How do you say your last name?
Lemme.
Lemme. Okay.
And I was going to ask you the same thing. I'm
Very, very good. Stierhoff. That's exactly right. I got a lot of versions of that, but you nailed it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Because I was looking at it before, and I was like, let me see if I can get this. How long have you been doing this now?
I've been doing this since 2012. Formally, I mean, in a formal way, in the professional sense of it. My research dates back to 1986.
Yeah, you said right here 30 years.
Yeah. So,
that's awesome.
But then since I just turned it into, well, I mean, it just became after my most serious brink with death. I decided that if I'm going to survive this, I've got to, in fact, if I'm going to thrive through this, I'm going to share how I did that, and it's a value to other people because there's so many people that fall into this serious illnesses and don't really see a way out in a lot of times. So I decided that I would turn this into a profession and not keep it all to myself.
Yeah. How did you heal your lupus, or are you just managing lupus? Because I know there's a difference, and I think you know there's a difference too, right?
Yeah, managing is the word because it's not going to be something that is erased from my DNA. It's a part. It's going to be there, and it's always going to be something that I need to be in tune with. Be alert to any symptoms that come along. But what I have done since then, I mean, I was on incredible levels of medications just to get my immune system from freaking out. But now I'm medication free, which is astonishing to me because it's the first time since I was diagnosed in 1986 that I'm medication free.
Wow. How long ago did you become medication free?
It's been now, I would say a year and a half.
Cool.
Yeah. So pretty remarkable. And, I can't say there's no silver bullet. What I have discovered over the years through experience and research, it's not a silver bullet. It is very much a combination of lifestyle and awareness and how you feed yourself. So, yeah.
What is your, I see here you said you wanted to interview me for your a blog interview.
Yeah.
What exactly, and I would love to know where I could go. Is it on your website that I could go and see the blog interview?
Well, this is, what I'm doing is, since the first of the year, I'm completely redesigning my website. And this is something my website guy has been after me for probably a year now. Get your blog going. That's so critical. And I decided that putting the stake in the ground, and I'm going to put the fire under my feet by way of asking for getting interviews. And so the redesign is happening in the next month. I mean, I pretty much have it all done, but the relaunch of that and the content for the blog are going to be these interviews. I've got a couple lined up. So the blog right now, the blog page is not even populated. And I decided, how am I going to really, I've got to just, sometimes you have to force yourself into a situation. And I thought, the New Media Summit was such a valuable, amazing collection of people. And this is wonderful resource, and I need to share that as well. So rather than put my own monologue on the blog, for starters, I'm going to bring value to those who come to my website in my relaunch with people like you, Valerie. So that's, you're not going to find anything there now, but when it's up there, yeah. So
I was just wondering if there was something, that I could do to, get to know your work better, and if there is anything, just let me know and I will. But it's so funny, we're kind of paralleling here. Today I have someone who comes who helps me with some admin stuff, and I'm going to have her even just write letters to the person who's doing my website, going, okay, let's get this up there, let's get that up there. Because since the summit, let's see, I think I've lost another 6 pounds, so I'm actually 3 away from my goal, and then I'm done. Then what I have to do is do what you have done, which I'm really admiring you, is get in shape. So, because you look like you're really in great shape, and I'm starting to do weights now.
Oh, so what inspired you since the summit and what have you done differently since the summit to make this weight change?
No, I haven't done anything differently.
Really?
I've just been continuing. Oh yeah, the last 20 pounds have just really come off in the last 3 months. They just and that's the point of the Tell the Fucking Truth diet, or effing truth diet, depends on how you want to do it, right? There's the French version and the politically correct version, and it's really understanding that struggle is part of the victim complex, and to get out of victim. Once you do that, then you're not struggling any longer. Then it's empowerment, and everything in your reality, or anything in your reality, can respond. So, so it's actually really getting, once I got out of the punishment and also looked at the addiction part of eating for myself, and I think for a lot of people, the wanting to stuff down emotions, to numb out with food, or with, drinking, or anything actually, right, that we do. So as I have looked at that, then I'm making choices, and I found that I eat very little food, much less than I ever imagined, to live and function quite beautifully. This morning I did a double yoga class, and I lost weight. So and I had plenty of energy. It's not like I'm depleted or, oh my God, I can't move, I can't, no, I'm functioning quite well, and I'm losing weight.
So you're eating less, you're doing more activity, and with plenty of energy.
Right, exactly. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool, right?
Are you eating differently?
Yes. How I am eating now is much more slowly, consciously, smaller bites, like really savoring the food. And I like logging because it sort of just gives me, that part is optional on the program, whether you log or don't log. It just seems like it's almost like a preference, right? But the tenets of the Tell the Effing Truth diet is half your food to begin with. That's what we ask everyone to do. Just half what you're doing. See how you feel. If you get hungry, eat a little something. But take a couple of bites and see if that sustains you. We have found that eating frequently is better than going long periods of time. And if you want to overeat, the why is very important. Why do you want to we ask these questions. Who do you want to punish? What emotions do you not want to feel by eating? So then the person has to do some self-exploration. And it's amazing. I have this one client who's a personal trainer, and she was like, I don't know. I went to college. I did nutrition as one of my minors. And I'm going, yeah, I know. And this is going to fly in the face of everything you've learned. And it was her. She was one of my most adamant people who said, I just want to be able to eat whatever I want. I said, great, eat whatever you want, but just eat small amounts and just see what happens. So, she pretty much was losing consistently. And then she had this friend call her out of the blue that she had a big falling out with. And she was like, I don't know, do I really want to go there? And I was just like, well, it wouldn't hurt to just see, what's there. She actually got a little stuck with her weight. She called the person, had a conversation with her ex-friend, said, let's do this, let's do that, listened. And the next day she got on the scale and she dropped 5 pounds. So she went, I cannot believe this. I go, I know, right? Isn't it like mind-blowing that holding on to anger, resentment can actually stall your body from just releasing the weight. So that's what we found, that there's an emotional component as well as the food.
Oh, it's just so, absolutely. It's you were asking me previously, about what my practice and my coaching, and that's just a key point in my coaching is just to be so mindful of what you do. Don't, first recognize, are you even hungry before you go reaching for food?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because if you're not hungry, then there's an alternative reason why you're seeking food. And then you want to find out, well, what could it be, And that's exactly what you're finding. And so many times I think we're eating to the clock, it's 12 o'clock, time to eat. Or we're eating because, for some other reason. And it's not typically, for many, it's not that I'm just purely hungry.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that mindfulness is so key.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I actually have been trying to, and again, what you're talking about, Stephanie, is choices, the value of making choices and listening to your body. And there's another thing, too. It's like my body can be sitting there and it can be telling me I'm hungry. And I can say, this is what I tell, it's very funny. And I noticed that a lot of people who have extra weight on their bodies also have it's weird. It's a deprivation consciousness. Like, I've got to have food with me all the time. Because, like, one person who has, 50 pounds to lose said to me, I have to have food with me. What if I'm somewhere and there's no food? And I went, do you live in the same world that I live in? I don't think I can go 50 yards without a place to eat. And it's everywhere. And then I looked at the person and I said, and you've got 60 pounds of reserve food on your body. So you can actually be hungry and go a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because your body has reserve. So she was like, oh, I never thought of that. I was like, yeah. So it's just quite comical, the beliefs that we have about life and how that has to be addressed too. And one of the things that we do with Future Visioning, which is the overarching whole life success program, is teach people how powerful they are. My goodness gracious, we are so powerful. We create our reality. And to embrace that and then to work with it so that being happy and being fulfilled and having integrity is above everything. It's above everything. Actually, I'm just going to leave it at that for the period.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually what's going on now with this whole, ending of the marriage. It's I power and my integrity. And now my husband is fighting and doesn't want to let go of the blame, the anger.
Yeah, that's very, so you have, I was looking on your site and your statement of you are extremely powerful. You create your reality 100% by causing or allowing everything.
That's
So
right.
how do you? So you're having a real life experience right now with your husband. How do you apply that to what you're going through?
Same thing, actually. Same exact really issue. What I recognize, because I'm a coach and I have clients, and I also have a coach. My mentor, Ty Kane, who developed Future Visioning, is my mentor. And from time to time, I will say to my husband, I really feel like it's time for us to have a session. And he will just sulk and create all these problems. And it gets worse, worse, worse. Then I start to go down because I feel scared, I feel hurt and angry. So then I need more help. It's a vicious cycle. And then he's not addressing his part over there that he needs to address. And so then his concern about money or whatever gets exasperated. And the whole time, if he had just said, okay, let's do it, the whole cycle would have been circumvented. So really this is about, so now I'm looking at and going, is this the paradigm that because I work with the future. So I look at my future and I say, do I want the rest of my life to be this way? Will I be able to be happy? Will I be an effective practitioner to my couple clients? If I have a husband who's unwilling to function in the modality that I'm in? And the answer is no. And that's going to, and why have I not come to this so far? Well, because I love the man and I wanted it to work. So I've been, and Stephanie, so fascinating. As the weight came off, I had to look at the issues.
Okay, interesting.
And notice that a lot of times when people get married, the weight comes off. Why? Because they don't know how to handle the emotional issues that come up in a relationship. And so they tend to eat because there's no mechanism. They don't have the tools or the skills to really deal with some of the more dysfunctional parts of what I call male chauvinism in our culture, which is the need for us to heal and to have equal status, both not only in the workplace but in our homes as well. So this is the time of what I call the return of goddess energy. And the only way that can happen is when the man and the woman are both equally willing to have access and to honor and respect the feminine side in both of them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I made a decision a number of years ago to divorce, and it's nothing that likewise my husband and I actually we're still great friends. We get along great. We get together for holidays and meet. In fact, he's treating me and my son for dinner tomorrow night. He's just because I'm in town. We have a wonderful relationship. Together as a married couple, it wasn't a healthy. It was just not a healthy place because at that time he had work to do on himself. I had work to do on myself. I had my health issues, and we were very distracted. So it just made sense. It made sense that I've got to take ownership of what I need to do, and being in this relationship was just not an emotionally supportive place for me to move forward into my goddessness, if you will.
Yes. And that's another thing that we talk about in future visioning. We also talk about the ultimate relationship with the divine part of ourselves. It encompasses the spiritual. Your higher self is the part of you that knows you are divine. Oh, but you asked me the question about creating reality, and I'm sorry. But I guess this is actually about that. Because the whole tenet of metaphysics, which is a little beyond the spiritual, because it goes from a relationship with the spiritual, like a relationship with what I call God, Goddess, all that is, or your higher self, or your soul, or whatever you want to call it, your higher power, source, the universe. Everyone has their different names. It goes beyond that, and it says, we're here to be partners with the divine. But in order to co-create with the universe, first we have to be 100% responsible for our reality creation. So how do we do that? That's a great question, right?
Yeah. Tell me about that.
Tell me about that. Well, each human being has to look at their life and make choices. But there are certain components that are universal, and one of them is getting out of self-pity. Self-pity is at the root cause of all problems in reality creation, and there are no negative emotions at all. But any suppressed emotion is dangerous. I used to love to say, suppressed joy can actually kill you. It can kill you slowly, but it will kill you if you suppress joy. Because joy is supposed to be expressed. But the most dangerous emotion to be suppressed, Stephanie, is anger. Because anger is active. It needs to be expressed or released. And most of us do not have techniques or tools for doing that. So with future visioning, which is also based on the work of Valeries, who is a channel being, some of his wisdom, and we work with the future to see the healing. All healing comes from the future, so we work with your future self who is healed. And I know that this is upping for you a little bit of what we've been talking about so far, but what if you didn't have to manage your lupus? What if you actually could heal 100% your lupus? Because I believe that you can.
Well, I do as well, because at this point in time, and for the first time, being off medication, being symptom-free, gives me that kind of, I'm looking inside of a little crack into a new future there. For, I can see myself now not having to, be at all concerned with the even the thought of lupus coming back as a
and I love the way
out of remission.
Right. I love the way you said that, coming back, which means it's now gone. Literally, it means that the door's closed, it's gone, you pack its bags, and it's a choice. And it's a choice whether or not you. One of the other components of the work that I do is teaching my clients that their symptoms are a messenger. The pain or the symptom or the illness or the disease is a messenger. And once you get the messenger goes away. So instead of fighting with pills, even with, vitamins, whatever, if you just go into the symptom in Forgive Yourself and Change, this incredible, spontaneous healing happens. And I had someone here last night, pregnant, who's having pelvic pain because she had a cesarean in her last delivery. And it was actually what we realized as she was talking is it was scar tissue that was in pain as she was, increasing her size through the pregnancy. So we went in and healed the trauma of her last delivery. She swung her legs around, sat up, and went, oh, usually there would be pain there. It's gone.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes, it's huge. It's huge. So
I'm really excited about that. I can identify with that when I had 36 stitches down my belly, and I continued to exercise regardless. But I had, the human body is an amazing, it's just remarkable, and you have to give it the credit where credit is due. This machine can do, we don't even know to the depths of how our brain operates. It's beyond what we are able to learn up to this point. And so to put limits on our body's capabilities is putting limits on ourselves. So, okay, the body is able to heal, and the body's designed to exercise and move. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put a limit on my movement due to previous scars or operations, because I have full confidence in how amazing the human body is.
That's absolutely correct. And that's why I have so much fun when I talk to people who don't know that yet, or people who know that, because then it's like so much fun, to expand someone's understanding or to celebrate with somebody who already knows.
Well, the thing is, Valerie, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to insert a little bit that you're telling this client kind of like, just maybe she knew it, but maybe she didn't internalize it truly, and you telling her this kind of like confirmed what probably intrinsically she knew, but you don't really have full confidence in some way. So you gave her this, you handed this to her, and then it was like, and it's powerful because I don't think people give our own selves credit where credit is due and what we're capable of.
And just imagine a world where everyone knew how powerful they were, and also knew and cared about every other person. What kind of world would we live in? It would be a very different world. It would actually be a lot, I don't know, maybe it would be. I think a lot of what's already happening is wonderful. And a lot of people will be like, are you kidding? Are you in the real world? And I say, yeah, it's just the old systems are breaking down now. We're going through the demolition part of the building of a new world. And people like you and I are helping other people to move into that more empowered way of living life. And the person last night who was able to do this did it because of her own honesty, because of her own willingness to ask herself questions and to go back and to relive, and also have the hope of a future so that she could change this birth process into a very successful birth process. In order to do that, you have to work with the future because she doesn't have anything in her past. Her past experience was a big, tremendous, sad, she felt failure. Mm-hmm. And by the end of the process, we even changed that. And she actually forgave herself and set it up so that she had a successful birthing, experience in the past.
That is remarkable. What a gift. What a gift you gave her.
Yeah. So,
I was wanting to back up just a little bit because I really don't even know your story.
oh.
What brings you what brings you to do this work?
Well, from a very young age, I think it happened when I was around maybe 15 or 16 years old, and I looked around and I said to myself, there's got to be more to life than this. And what I meant by this was just, the day-to-day, I saw, my parents and their spouses, because there was a divorce, early on. Just, there was something in me going, there's got to be something more to life. And so I started pursuing that, and, I started meditation. I went and did all sorts of different self-help, and I was searching for my whole life, for actually kind of like you said, 30 years. And mine was a 39-year search. But what happened is, as I was going into these modalities, I became a certified hypnotherapist. I became an accredited journey practitioner. I was starting to get sicker. How odd is that, right? So here I am in the healing field, and then I started looking around at my co-patriots and saw that they were getting sicker too. I was like, oh, this is weird. How come the people who are trying to heal other people are getting sick? So
What sickness was would you classify? Yeah.
Well, different people had different things, but for me, it was excruciating back pain that was getting worse. Then I went through menopause, and so much started happening: high blood pressure, gaining the weight, emotional roller coaster. What else happened? And the despair. My marriage that was the point when we had the first, and really big crisis point. And then I was working with someone who was an addict with the journey work, and we got to a certain point, and it was through a work program, so they were like, okay, he's great, his wife is happy that he's back, and we see an improvement, so we're going to stop the work with you now. I said, okay, great. And I loved this client. He was wonderful. And 2 months later, after I stopped working with him, I got a call from his sister's secretary telling me that he died of a quote-unquote accidental overdose alone in a hotel room, estranged from his 2 young children and his wife. And it was the last straw. And I said, I cannot take another step until I find something. I didn't even know if there was something that worked at this point. I thought, that's it, enough. I can't do this anymore. And that's when I met Ty and found out about FutureVisioning. So that's actually it. Thank you for asking me that wonderful question, because that gives me hope right now in my life. I know that whenever I say enough, I can't do this anymore, I know that because I'm co-creating with the universe, and I'm taking responsibility, and I'm saying I want happiness in my future, that my future is bringing me something amazing. I know I'm on the road to something quite incredible coming my way. So, yeah, for the first time, hearing Ty talk about having worked with clients for over 30 years, and he was having fun. The first time I heard him on a teleseminar, I was like, are you crazy? What the hell is he talking about? Fun. No, dealing with people solve fun.
Right.
But he was saying, no, I have fun because I have the solution. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So yeah, it is so much fun. And I've been having a lot of fun with my clients since I've been doing FutureVisioning. Miracle. Multiple miracles per person.
Yeah, that's powerful. I like to look ahead and always look ahead. Know where you want to go, and that future visioning is a very it actually puts in a picture that you can actually envision. You know, you can see that picture. What does that mean? And it has a very nice descriptive that you can just always call up as you're in the case of having a situation where, oh, I can't do this anymore, and you look ahead into that future and that vision, and you're like, wait a minute, that this isn't matching up. Time to change.
Right, and make a different choice to get there. And the most beautiful thing that I tell people, Stephanie, is not just to see it in the future, but to reach, to stretch, and to actually go there and holographically enter it. So have it be a live hologram that you enter in. And what is your brightest future self doing? How is she feeling? What has she accomplished? And what we also do is we take people all the way to the end of their life, seeing their wise old self, their 100-year-old self, still vital, still, loving life, but also knowing, I think it's time to graduate. I think it's time, maybe in the next 4 years or whatever, I think it's time to go back home. Because we are eternal.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much hope in understanding this is temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Having a physical body, temporary.
Yeah.
You're eternal. That means you go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the perspective.
Yeah, I love that. I think that is it's just so helpful for people to, in a hard moment and struggle. It could be health, it could be relationship, and when you're in that place that feels like muck, where your feet are stuck, and you put that in front of them, and suddenly they can get their feet out of that, and they can move, and they can go forward.
Yeah. The bridge to the brightest future is always hope.
Yes, absolutely.
Not the kind of hope like, well, I hope it'll change, because that's like, that's sick of hope. Empowered hope.
Right. Not the idle hope where you just talk about it and don't act on it. Yeah, the action.
Right. Yeah, I hope the presents start falling down from the sky and someone's going to come rescue me.
Yeah.
Not that hope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now that you're well into this and you're making a commitment, regardless of your, whether your partner is on board or not, that's huge, Valerie. And so what in your life lights you up the most, either personally or professionally? What would you say that is?
I would say that it is love. Loving
absolutely.
other people.
That's beautiful.
Being loved, and accepting the love of the universe that I have all around me, and making that my standard. Fun lights me up. I love my me time, as well as my time with my clients and my friends and family. I totally enjoy, I run, I do hot yoga on a regular basis. I love eating consciously. I love talking about metaphysics to other people, teaching, and I love watching my clients get their dreams, like you say in your, brochure or one sheet. I love watching my clients progress and get the life of their dreams. So,
tell me more about the metaphysics aspect.
Well, that is always looking at how am I creating creating this, always coming back to this is a reflective reality. What am I doing? How can I change in order to change my world?
Mm-hmm.
That always leads to empowerment for me.
Mm-hmm. Kind of looking in a non-tangible, kind of conscious way of asking the questions over and over again, just to make sure that you're on point to your future self.
Yeah, but not just questions. Also, like you talked about mindfulness before, or being in the moment and observing
Mm-hmm.
and seeing. The thing about losing the weight that finally clicked in for me was that it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for all the other areas of my life, but it's the one that I have the most immediate control over. It's right in front of my face. It's something that I have to do to take care of myself 24/7, except when I'm sleeping, right? And
That's, even then, though, I mean, your sleep actually plays a huge part in losing weight.
absolutely, absolutely. And really resting and getting nourishment for your brain, your body, your spirit through sleep is just as important. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The actual choices. Like sometimes I will look at something and go, I could eat that right now. What would that do for me? Where would that lead me? Okay, I want to eat it because I'm feeling sorry for myself right now, and I just feel like that would make me happy temporarily. But what's the end game? I'll have eaten in an inappropriate way. I'm not actually really hungry right now. I'm just eating, like you said before, to assuage the, self-pity. So I'm going to choose not to, and I'm going to drink a glass of water. And I make a choice. And the next day, the scale moves, or appropriately, or stays the same if I'm in maintenance. And it's these kinds of choices that gives me the empowerment to look at every activity I'm doing and going, I know that every human being adds to the world. We're all connected. Everyone sort of knows that. It has an intrinsic feeling about community on different levels, that we bring ourselves to the world. And we all have to ask the question, what am I bringing? If I'm sad, if I'm scared, if I'm in fear or anxiety, if I'm desperate, what am I bringing to the world?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm enthusiastic, if I'm loving, if I'm really empowered, everyone else in the world has access to our physiology and our approach. It could be, one time Lazare said, what if there was one person who had the power to heal the whole world, and what if that person was you?
Yeah, absolutely. Was there a client that you've ever had who was so down low that was almost that one client and that you felt just didn't have, no matter what you did, that couldn't find their way to this way of thinking and empowerment? And what did you do?
Well, there are some people who are more wedded to their self-pity. They are filled with anxiety, because anxiety is always seeing a dark future.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're always going to be anxious if you think that, and a lot of it goes back to fate, life, God is going to punish me, or the shoe is going to drop somewhere along the line, despite my best effort, something's going to happen. So changing that, and yeah, I did have someone who I thought was year and a half, completely changed her whole life, came to me on food stamps and unemployment, had just broken up with the father of her child, a single mom, and couldn't sleep through the night because her pelvic pain was so strong because of an accident where she was flipped in the air and landed down and, cracked her pelvis.
Oh.
So she came to me, and I met her at a meditation evening. She went home and slept for the first full night ever, called me the next day. I was actually sitting on the couch talking to my husband going, I met this woman last night. I hope she'll call me. I will call her, but I love it when people call me because then I know that they are really reaching out the way that's so committed and
Yeah.
shows intention.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And she called right when I was talking to my husband about her and started telling me how she had slept for the first time through the night in about 9 months. And we started working together. She created a job that doubled her last job. So she was making well over $50,000 and with bonuses and doing very well. And then within 9 months, met another man, got married, and is now beginning a new family. Her whole life changed.
Oh my gosh, stuff like that is just,
And got
like
a new
just,
job, got a
constant.
new job and a better job.
Oh.
I mean, really, it's just it's supposed to get better and better and better.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like, that's that whole, we are changing one person at a time, handing them the gift of you can do it, of empowerment, of look into the future and what do you want to see? You can change that. You've got your choices. Bring all this to them and you see the transformation.
Yeah. So, what are your big plans?
My big plans are I've got a lot of long-term plans, and then I've got the short-term plans. The short-term plans are more aligned with getting my message to even a broader audience, to redesign and repackage my two products, Nut Nola and Seed Nola.
Yes, I noticed those.
Mm-hmm. I will be going through a crowdfunding effort to redesign in terms of a smaller package, a more impulse buy, where it'll be easier it'll have a wider distribution, because as a smaller package, I can put it into coffee shops and smaller mom and pop health food stores at the counter. Just be more in front of people these are nourishing foods, they're nutrient dense foods, and my whole approach to food is the food that you eat should really feed and nourish you, not just fill you up, but nourish you, and make every bite count. That's what I say. So,
I like that.
Yeah, and these foods do just that. When you cannot eat, and people are grabbing for foods that the bars out there that are on the market now really are mostly, I would say the majority of them anyway, are low in nutrient value, but more just to fill you up. And the flavor isn't in my opinion, the flavor isn't there. Flavor has to come forward. If you're not going to like it, the taste of it, then you're not going to eat it to begin with.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I've got the products, and I'm going to do more podcasts, probably, and I've got a book in the works as well. Those, and then bring more clients and more online classes for nutrient-dense cooking and lifestyle. How to approach a lifestyle. Do you have best practices that you follow for your own lifestyle?
I practice what I preach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do FutureVisioning, and I do the metaphysics that I teach, and I have, as I am a coach for other people, I have a mentor and a coach as well, and that is the person who developed FutureVisioning. So yes, those are my practices. I submerge myself, and I believe that the most important thing is honesty, and that was one of the things that I really had to look at. One of the reasons why this is called Tell the Fucking Truth Diet is because if we're going to call it the honesty diet, and then my mentor was like talking to me, and I was saying, well, I'm being honest. He goes, you're being honest, but you're dishonesty. He said, we can't call this the honesty diet because I can see now, Valerie, that out of the addiction, you're doing what every addict does: lying, cheating, manipulating, and punishing. So I had to look at those 4 parts of me.
Oh, interesting. So is this fucking truth diet? Is that what it's called?
Tell the fucking truth diet.
Oh, and is this is this one of your products or one of your
it's a program
programs that you've created?
Yeah, that Ty's created. And
I
was one of the guinea pigs.
I see.
And applied it and did it so that really we could see that losing weight can be not only successful, but effortless. There can be an ease to it because most people think it's going to be a suffering. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, I can't pay attention to it. Why not? It's so easy. It's just so straightforward when you make the right approach.
And sustainable. It has to have a sustainability. If it's going to be something that is short term, then you're just going to go back to the old practice.
Well, don't you think ease is sustainable? I do.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I completely agree with you that what you've got there is something that is absolutely sustainable.
Right. Yeah, that's the fun part. I know I will never gain the weight back again.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Because it is a lifestyle.
Right. The fact that I'm here now blows my own mind. Because I just had this box of clothes in the attic. That was I'm not getting rid of this until I get down to my ideal weight. And it's been up there for 20 years. And I took some of them, and they were good enough clothes, classic enough so that they are still fashionable today, really nice, designer clothes. I tried them on, and they all fit.
Oh my gosh! Don't you just love blowing your own mind? I mean, wow.
And as I was trying them on, Stephanie, I looked in the mirror and I went, there was a part of me that thought I'd never be here. As much as I was working with the future, and my future self was saying, come on, the water's fine, come on down. There was some part of me going, nah, I can't. And then I was able to transcend even that part of myself, and I was just standing there going, oh, if I can do this, anybody can do this. You
literally practice the whole vision, future visioning by putting that box in there and saying, in my future self, I am going to get in those clothes, and here you are.
Right, exactly. So, and in order to do it, to get to the end of it, for me to be able to tell people, so now I can say, here's the before, the heavier meat, now the lighter meat, but then also, here's the before, the obsessed about it, the yo-yoing, the despair, and then the empowered woman who just says, yeah, I'm taking control.
Dancing around with the new clothes.
Right, exactly.
Oh, that is huge. You could really that is a wonderful vision, a wonderful example of what you live.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now, have you been? I'm not really quite sure. Are we doing the interview now?
Yeah, this is the interview. I'm actually,
cool.
Yeah, I'm recording it, and I'm going to be putting this in transcript. But I'm also thinking that for others, I'll keep it up there as a voice as well, in case some people just are better with the audio.
I think audios are wonderful. The fact is, if you give that option to people, that's wonderful, because maybe they might be driving and they can't read, so they have the choice. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So no, we're doing the interview right now.
Well, then, I would love to tell everyone to go to, check out my website or contact me at Valerie Lemme at Valerie@ValerieLemme.com. And if they want to, transform their life from an emotional point of view, what you're doing is really wonderful. I just want to give you a kudos and thumbs up. Thank you for also being out there helping people to see that they can also have a bright future and change their life, because I think that's amazing.
Yeah, well, you and I are part of the effort, to take what we have and to bring it to whoever is willing, for eyes to see and ears to hear and a heart to listen, and take it on and be their best future self.
Right.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to also mention, that what you offer in terms of services or anything in particular that way?
Yes, I do offer a let's get to know each other 45-minute consultation. So anyone who wants to get in touch with me can, to find out more that way. They can also visit www.FutureVisioning.com, which is actually my mentor's website, and there's a 2.5-hour video that he has on the principles of future visioning. Anyone who comes and speaks to me will get access to my story, which is going to be published very, very shortly, and also free future visioning worksheets, which they can read and then start to design their future, and start to also look at what do they need to get rid of in order to have that bright future. Because this is not just positive thinking. We have found that positive thinking really does not work. You have to have realistic, optimistic thinking.
Yeah, you have to have some skin in the game.
That's right. It actually is positive and optimistic being, not just thinking. It can't be your head. It has to be a whole body experience.
It's an action.
Yes, it is an action. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so much fun.
I have to ask you one last question.
Sure.
What do you see in the world that blows you away right now, Valerie?
In a good way or a bad way?
just like, and I'm thinking in a good way. We can always come up with the negatives, but what do you see in a positive that just blows you away right now in the world?
Okay.
Anything?
Yeah. I will have to go back to the previous election that happened and the fact that we now have 100 women in Congress. Oh my God. I thought that was amazing because everyone was predicting that it was going to increase by only 5%, and that was not what happened. It went up by 10, like 12%. So, women, I just want to tell you, I am so moved by women today really getting out there and making a contribution, because this is what it's going to take. The Dalai Lama back in 2010 stated, Western women are going to heal the world. Ladies, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. I love that. That's an excellent, excellent. Fabulous. And it's going to be, that's what the women who listen to this and the men in their lives who listen to this, they all.
Yeah, and then we need you too.
Yeah.
It's not like you're on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's just that women have been accepting this secondary position, and for your good, for our good, there needs to be equality. There needs to be synergy, collaboration, cooperation. Domination needs to go out, and dominion needs to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's women stepping up, not taking over, but shoulder to shoulder with men is what I see as the empowered future for mankind.
Yeah, a collaborative, a team.
Yeah.
Right. I completely love that. And thank you. Thank you for that. That's a wonderful way to land my question. I love it. And well, I will be letting you know when this is up on the site. I have a meeting with my website man this weekend, and so we are going to make this. I'm very excited about the new design, and I'm very excited to get this up.
And I will also, when you make this available, I will send it out to my audience as well.
Excellent. All right. Well,
Okay.
It's been fun, very fun for me to learn more about you. You inspired me at the New Media Summit, and I'm so happy that you were able to come and interview with me.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I want to stay in touch with you, and I want to see all the fabulous things that you're doing.
I would love that. I would love to stay in touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on your Facebook. I've friended you, and I'll do my best to tap you once in a while and say hi and let you know what's up.
Okay, great.
Well, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.